This is Randy.
This is Jesse.
This is Dave in honor of my son. Get to the Grawlix!
Yeah.
Nice. Yes.
I want to watch some Predator.
Yeah, I've been wanting to ever since.
Yeah.
Ever since you're. Yeah,
3-year-olds make
awesome.
Predator cooler, don't they?
Yeah, somehow, yeah. that's a tall order too, because it's already pretty cool. But to hear him say it, the chop off.
So, guys, I've got just one last question before we close shop here.
Yeah.
If there's Mario and Luigi, and we call the game Super what?
Mario Brothers.
So his name's Mario?
According to that movie they made in the 90s, his name
was on last night. I caught the tail end of it, and I still don't regret missing it.
His name is Mario, and Luigi's
Mario.
Luigi's name is Luigi Mario.
The Mario. So his name is Mario.
Yep.
Was it an episode of MTV Cribs where John Leguizamo was on it, and he's like, they're like going through, and he's got like a poster of the Mario Brothers, and he's like, yeah, you sign up for things and you never know if they're gonna pan out and if they're gonna be good. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah. Like he's an apologist for it too.
Speaking of your bad clowns in cinema, Spawn.
Yeah. Well, in The Pest, which I have a certain amount of love for The Pest. It's a pretty terrible movie, but
I think the best thing I ever saw him in was Romeo and Juliet, the DiCaprio version.
Right.
I thought he was great in that.
Yeah,
as Mercutio.
Fantastic in that.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, he wasn't Mercutio. Who was he? He was King of Cats. He was
Capulet.
Capulet.
Violator. That movie wasn't great, but he was a pretty good Violator.
That movie.
I don't know.
The best line was, "This is where old people come after Florida when they're in the graveyard." That was about all I went. Oh, okay. And Black Dynamite was in it, so
Oh yeah,
good enough.
That movie was such a disappointment.
On so many levels.
I don't know why I was excited for it, but I was. Such a disappointment.
I'm sorry, this is going to be such a beast to edit.
It will be.
We got like four attempts to start the show.
But hey, being held down in location B, that is under the ground with Cobra Commander and Serpentor here in Cobra Law, not one Grawlix necessary due to the clown barrage we're getting out here.
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're so technologically advanced.
True.
It is a spray-on hair. And
that hair just filters out all the Grawlix necessity.
I really don't think that there's any, like the CFCs that would cause problems with the ozone layer.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
so you're saying clowns leave the largest carbon footprint there is in their big floppy shoes?
The big... Yeah, I have big footprints.
Big.
Anyways.
They leave a big footprint, but not a carbon one.
Just a floppy one.
Floppy footprint. Look at that. He's speechless.
I'm just going to let you guys go and leave the recorder going. This will be a whole new podcast.
The ClownCast.
The ClownCast. Oh, man.
I'm trying to come up with a pun. There's probably too many. We wanted it to be a Spalding pun. That's the kind of shoes.
Speaking of which, I think Captain Spaulding did show up in The Walking Dead Volume 1, because right when the horse is getting eaten, I swear that's him chowing down on the horse. First thing I thought it was Sid Haig. I'm like, that's him?
Really?
So that got me wondering what Kirkman's influences were.
I wonder if there's some Easter eggs like that.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
There's almost
I was going to say in the TV series, they put an Easter egg in almost one per episode anymore. So.
I'm sure, yeah. I feel bad that I did not Contagion. When they came through, and I think it was Carl. Carl was there for sure, and then some of the walkers. And we went to one of the panels that had the walkers, and they talked about the makeup stuff.
I think quite a bit of them are actually from Nebraska, the hero walkers.
Yeah.
And the effects guys are actually from here.
Really?
And I wish I would have met Carl at that time.
Yeah.
But he was kind of a minor character in that first season. So
right.
And we're done recording for the most part, I assume, but
we can keep talking.
Well, Beth is in. Did you see The Flash this week? Beth is now a villain.
Yeah.
Or it's not Beth. Emily Kinney.
What was her name? What was the character's?
Oh,
But with the robotic bees.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can control the bees. She's got nanotech bees. She's coming to me.
She's got robot bees.
to be or not to be. And she even had like a pretty fun super villainess line or something. It wasn't like as cheesy as "Oh Behave" or anything like that, but
Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
oh, and that was also
out.
wasn't that also the that was the Atom episode, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was that the big crossover episode where they had Brandon Routh come over from the Arrow?
Oh, that's right.
As the Atom, and Felicity was there. Yeah, that was a fun episode. The crossovers have been pretty crazy lately.
It was interesting because so Felicity's outside of Arrow. She doesn't have to deal with Ollie's junk, so she was actually fun again.
Yeah.
Except everybody over, all the Flash characters were having these serious moments.
They were all mopey.
So they were all mopey, and I was like, "You've infected the Flash, Arrow. What have you done?"
Well, she even called him out on it.
Uh-huh.
It was just like, that's why I left Sterling City.
Yep.
That's why I left Star City. This was supposed to be the fun one.
She did. She said that exact thing.
It was a full fourth wall
Yep.
meta break. It was awesome.
Does it bother you guys that, and I'm like you, Randy, I started off and I love my DC. I was a Justice League diehard guy, especially with the Morrison run, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, just loved it. And does it just drive you nuts that DC has this beautiful canon of just well-written stories, and they are just, it took Marvel to kick them in the tail to finally get them to, put these characters on screen to start sharing more of these stories?
Yes, and it bugs me because it seems rushed, so it doesn't feel like it's going to be
They're playing catch
done.
up.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to be done properly.
Yeah, the
Right.
movies. It's the movies are the ones that have been disappointing, though. Like the television shows that they've been coming out with have, like The Flash right now is one of my favorite superhero shows ever.
Well, and I think DC animated still decimates Marvel
sure.
for their
Yeah.
and
I
Marvel's
agree with
doing
that.
great stuff, but DC just, when it was the Bruce Timm run on like Justice League and
Mhm.
Batman and Beyond and all that, I think he did just groundbreaking stuff. It was incredible.
I think I'm one or two behind, but the DC animated features have been
Mhm.
really good. The last couple I watched, since Bruce Timm kind of left.
Yeah, he's at Marvel now.
Yeah,
Because I noticed all of a sudden their storylines, I'm like, wow, this really reminds me of a Batman storyline, and then I see Bruce Timm's name pop up.
really,
Yeah, it was between him and Dwayne McDuffie. They did some of the best stuff I had ever seen.
since he left DC animated stuff, the features have been kind of sagging.
Yeah.
Son of Batman was very bad. There was a Suicide Squad animated feature that wasn't very good.
I like the, who was it? The Elite, where it was Sister Superior and, oh God, I can't think of the guy's name. He wore the Union Jack t-shirt and he had the mental powers. He battled Superman for a while. And then like his team became kind of the Justice League, not dark, but they were kind of like the underground Suicide Squad for the Justice League. They had like Cold Cast and Menagerie and all those different characters, but it was, I think it's Superman and the Elite or something like that. It came out a few years ago, but that's one I still want to see just because I like that offbeat team vibe. Or a Doom Patrol movie.
Yeah, that would be
I want to
fun.
see Doom Patrol
Yeah.
happen. Like cracked out Alan Moore Doom Patrol.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it would be crazy cool if it was done right.
All right, guys.
All right.
We could, yeah.
Oh yeah. We
Oh,
can
man.
get that all night. whole nother episode easy.
Well, thanks again to you both. I really appreciate the opportunity to come on and have some fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry to keep you so late on a Sunday.
It's good.
I know you're missing Radio Disney.
Yeah, I know. I'm missing the Radio Disney Music Awards, so this is really breaking my heart right now. This is hard.
Well, I appreciate your sacrifice.
Yeah, we must do for each other, right? Thor!